Such sweet suffering. Flesh and blood.
What's up? It's the butternut. All good.
This is
Hello, hello. Got a new video to watch? Yeah, Lance's chest craft or what?
pure ecstasy.
I did some math yesterday on like average crafting costs and losses. It's definitely not worth a mirror. It was like, I don't know, 240 diff or something, average crafting costs. Even calculating in the base losses. And especially Lance's chest. I mean, I don't know if he ever recrafted another one. But it just doesn't work for combatant. No friends implicit. Good morning, Carl. True, there are indeed a lot of those. Today is gonna be the first day where there will be no crafting. I think everything is finished. Yeah, true. I mean, I think there are a few listed right now at like 300 or something, 350, maybe. Oh, envy. Money. 12 Ds. Nice.
Pure ecstasy.
Actually got an envy yesterday as well, evening. How much is helmet? 15. So 30 div today already from 2 also did in like 15 minutes. Starting off strong. But yeah, the other guy is ahead roughly 300 depths. I'm not sure if I can catch up today. I think he's also blasting. But no more crafting. So we should be able to do hopefully like around 70 an hour. Maybe we can catch up. A long day today, maybe.
Pure ecstasy.
No, but I know that don't. And maybe I can make one tomorrow. The thing is, I've only played with one combatant, so I'm not, I would say, that experienced with like trying other link combos. But I'm pretty sure I know what you roughly want. And the search for the combatant is a lot easier than the ice shot search. That will probably be a pretty short video. Only thing you need on combatant is you need static strike. Rest doesn't matter. Like all other skill combinations. I would say no static drag and chain is mandatory. We made a trade link yesterday.
Flesh and blood.
You can look at those and then tune the 4 number either to 5 if you want the 5 link merc, or 3 if 4 diff is too much for you. I would just get one with no return. Could probably add this as a search, as a command, to be honest. A lot of people have been asking. Actually add it. Exclamation mark, I don't know.
Oh, this is bliss.
Exclamation mark merc search should work now.
Pain is purpose.
Mr. On SSF, planning to deep dive as the league is kind of dead. What builds would you recommend?
Ecstasy.
Wait, what is this ping? Hello?
This is bliss.
Server? Mr. Frankfurt, what is going on? Yeah, classic. Okay, I think my internet is currently dying.
Flesh and blood.
Okay, hello. Hello. Can you hear me again, guys?
Can I not have a moment's respite?
I think now it's working again. What the hell just happened? One in chat if you can hear me.
Pure ecstasy.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Yeah, I think my internet randomly died. I mean, it's not great, but for yourself, I mean, it's usable, I guess. Sure. Sloppy, I think like deep delving
Pure
probably only have like 3 options. It's either strength stack, trauma stack, or I guess you can do Mercbot as well. Should be able to do like deep, but you kind of need to farm the chest for sure. It basically chest is mandatory, I would assume.
bliss.
It's quite a bit of farming, I think, outside of delving, but I guess that's all builds in SSF, so. So let's list those thingies.
Really?
Holy that chaos. Yeah, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. You can do exclamation mark Merc, Mr. Jakage. Then you can see a screenshot of the Merc in the first image.
Pain is purpose.
No, the grasping mail with the crit overcap mod. And you probably want to farm quite a few volatile vals, quite a few enmities. Because you, in like endgame setup, you definitely want to roughly around 60% enmity. And you want a 16% neck. So if you're actually like really pushing, you should be farming for those things, I think. I don't play with Grand Spectrums and I've never equipped them, so just play normal life jewels until you can do an Adorn swap with voices. Fossil nodes and bosses, mostly. Gino. Basically everything.
Through agony.
That's basically everything. It's not that complicated. It just gets a lot better if you go deeper. The red one, so like the one with the nose, Val Architect is definitely the worst. You can skip that if you're not desperate for money, and he's kind of far. The other two are good. All is the most money, depending on drops. Google is decent because of the new eye drop.
Pain is purpose.
Did the base go up now with Lancer's vid? Probably. How much is it at the moment?
Through agony.
Holy ofen. Low. I bought my Merc for 80 div like 4 days ago. Or 5 days ago. 4 days ago, I think.
Oh, this is bliss. Flesh
It's roughly
and blood.
30% worse often. But it's still definitely usable. Just that Cold Pen does nothing because we don't do cold damage, so Cold Pen is just useless link. But like one with my links, I don't think they even exist. Like with return and 4 good links. Return chain, no pierce, triple damage. Is it possible for excessive pierce to prevent chaining? Yes, yes. That's why you don't want pierce support on combatant.
Pain is purpose.
Yes, always has like priority over chain. So, whoops, sorry. So with pierce support, he gets like I think 3 or 4 pierces, which is very hard to hit inside packs. So you're basically only piercing and not chaining. And chain is just by far the better mechanic.
Pain is purpose.
Nice, crown sold already. Bricked Cowl is definitely decent option. I'd have to look into it a bit more. It can be good, I think, because Abyss Jewel is like
And kindly stay dead.
Abyss Jewel is like I don't know, I think 7% DPS, and you can probably force Fire Res on the helm without anything else. Just need to make sure to somehow fix accuracy. But Double Anoint is like 15% DPS, I would say, roughly. Between 15 and 20. I mean, if you only have pierce support tone picks, it's also fine. I think that the clear mechanic itself is just a bit worse.
Through agony.
But the optimal combatant, I think, would have chain and no pierce. Blink or Wrath better on Merc, doesn't really matter. Look at the links first, not on the auras. Wrath is decent because it gives you like more consistent shocks for taming if you're doing like normal content. Your build can do Valdos. I've not done one. Depends on what kind of Valdos there are. From to a lot of Valdos out there. But probably AG inspectors would maybe die, not sure.
Is purpose.
But from damage, for sure. Any crafting today? I'm mostly pushing. I think it's gonna be only pushing today, no crafting. Yeah, that's the same reason I fractured lightning damage on my weapons on the starter ones I used. Because here, at this depth, I'm not shocking anyways with, I don't know, 2% lightning damage that I do. So the shock is useless. Or the lightning damage is useless. But if you're doing like normal mapping content, lightning damage is good at least a little bit.
Pain is purpose.
Only thing I'm maybe looking to upgrade today is a life percent mage blood, but it's not really any good ones at the moment that are reasonable in price. It's one of the last upgrades. I think it's gonna be like Mage Blood Corruption, Amulet Corruption, and one passive voices. It's basically the last things left. Probably doable over the next few days. Farm a few mirrors. We need chance to ignite to trigger damage? No. Critical strikes can ignite inherently when you're critting. No need for chance to ignite. It's just the highest fire damage craft on the weapons has chance to ignite on it, so that's a bonus, I guess. HG keeps walking into Uber Cyrus Storms, not the smartest guy. Yep. Yep. I think on the next bar, if I don't forget it, I'm gonna write the time down. What time we started, what depth we started, and we'll see how many depths we can get in an hour. Do like a good measurement. If you're looking like at deep delve metrics or like build ratings in deep delve, it's mostly about depth per hour if you're actually pushing. So you're not looking for any like good, not doing any profit nodes basically. So not even like one paths.
Pain is purpose.
But we'll see. I would say can probably do around 70. But what can I check for the shield craft? Yesterday we did the shield. It was slightly lucky, not gonna lie, but yeah. It was like towards the end, numpty, I think like very far at the end. Like probably like an hour before stopping or something, roughly. Do we need hits can't be evaded? No.
Pain is purpose.
Just lost the crit overcap mod on the 50-50, rip. But I immediately got triple aura, static strike, frostbite smoke with insane links. Redemption arc. GGG saw it. Look at this bad boy. 1 second. Here's your alien sharp and frostbite splitter. If you're buying one, you can do exclamation mark Merc search. There is a search for a combatant
Flesh and blood.
with instructions on how to tune it for your budget. I would look into those. That's what the ones I would buy. Return multi hypo Ellie. That's not bad. No chain though.
This
Not here.
bliss.
I think you kinda do one chain. But it's not bad for sure. Search is no longer valid. Okay. Does the link work for you for someone else, or is it broken for everyone? Should work, I think. Doesn't work? What the hell? GGG. Okay. 1 second. Let me I don't know how to fix, but maybe there's a new link. I still have to search, but wait,
This is bliss.
the fuck, it is actually the same. Does it not work? Ah, okay, I just fucked up the space, sorry. Now should work from the command. Just missed the space. D3 fast attacks? Yeah, fast attacks is a really good link for sure. I think it might be even better than multi-strike. Not 100% sure though. How much life regen do you have? I have like 5k around. I still need to, I always forget to tattoo the strength. But I kind of want to stay above 19k HP. So if I would tattoo strength, I would drop below 19k. So that's, I guess, why I'm not tattooing. Can you just pinnacle non-violent gloves? Yes, you can. I have +4 on gloves. Actually, a second, do you do 2-second reset bot? Yes, I did.
Flesh and blood.
Yes, you can watch the VOD from 2 days ago, I think, Oven. I crafted basically all of the Mercury besides the chest on stream over the last 2 days. It was towards the start of the VOD 2 days ago. In Divines, I mean, you need to self-fracture. That's like 10 div
Can I not have but a
on
moment
average.
Arts through agony.
Second. And then the craft itself is a bunch of reforge crits, like 1 in 6. So should be, I think the total craft is probably like 30 div roughly per weapon, I would say. So 10 div the fracture, 12 div on average the reforges, and then you need to hit the veiled without a second prefix. Yeah. Some of you might also have realized I've now finally fixed the gems yesterday with the shield craft. And I can actually weapon swap to phase run now. No more shield charging. Good old fast attacks has been replaced by Call the Pyre. It has done its job over the first 2.5k depths.
Arts through agony.
Now it's only running. No more charging. Okay, we're roughly 300 behind rank 1, which is fine. Two alls. I actually don't really want to half. It does something, yes, but not a lot. I'll get the notepad out.
This is
Why delve for fun? And what else do you do in this game with a good build besides, I guess, Waldo maps? Holy equal. For fun, Mr. Ocean. Why not Delph? It's a better question. Thanks, Evil. Nice to hear.
Pain is purpose.
Should be okay, yes. Yes, Delph has loot. I'm making like 20 different hour or something. Like basically every other strat at the moment.
Flesh and blood.
Could be more now. Not sure. I've not tested. Like not accurately tracked. No, the phase run bow isn't in the VOD. It's legit just clicking 3-socket resonators until you hit it. So that's not that complicated. No, I'm not swapping armor stick. Too much to swap gear,
Such sweet suffering.
and I don't think it's like that much more tankier that it's worth it. Would have to do like full regearing, and I don't really want to do that. Glyphic, no, not Glyphic, Faceted, plus I think Etheric and something. But it's just click the free mods on Craft of Excellence and click like generate fossil combo, and you will get the free mod combo that's best. On an item level 50 bow. I always forget that's basically what I do. So. Are you getting enough projectile speed on your Merc? I'm not. The projectiles are only returning if they hit the wall, and there are a lot of walls in Delph.
Pure ecstasy. Pure ecstasy.
Bro, what's the path, man? Wanna go down, not sideways? The one hitting the wall and then returning is return,
Arts
not
through
chain.
agony.
Chain is only if the projectile hits another enemy. You can't wall chain per default.
This is bliss.
Is it possible to do all content with Luminary? Yes. I'm very, very certain this character you're looking at can do all content in the game.
Pain is purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Like this view said, nothing matters on static. I'm not sure if the moderation works with him using it less, so maybe that's good for that reason. But pretty sure for clearing the static strike does exactly nothing. The Merc is in the YouTube description, Mr. Potato. Okay, let's see. Let's do a 1 hour test. How fast we can go after filling here.
Oh, such sweet suffering.
So it's now 12:04. So basically at like 13:04, starting at 2680. Goal would be to hit 2750 in an hour. Would be very, very good.
Pain is purpose.
Holy evil. Thanks for the donation. I don't know if you wrote the message. I don't even know how that shows. Not gonna lie. But thanks a lot. The 1337.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
No, not 50 T17s, no. 70 depths in 1 hour. Let me see. The steps because you make my league. Okay. So we take a small until it's super with thousands users and ask even more questions. Yeah, we'll see.
Arts through agony.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Glad that you're having fun with it. Is it important to have awakened multi versus multi? I have normal one, so I think there is actually no difference at all, but don't think we really know that.
Arts through agony.
Something happened to Mercs. We'll find Delph build next league. Yes, I will probably like always do a Delph build. Just most of the time it's not my starter build. So this league kind of worked out that Mercs are so strong that I can actually deep delve on the Merc. But normally I reroll to a second build.
Pain is purpose. This is bliss.
Yeah, exactly. That's normally what I do. Like farm, like, I don't know. Normally like around 2 mirrors I would say on League Starter in like week 1 and then delve on week 2.
Pain is purpose.
It's very hard to say, Rambo. At 600, I don't know, I've never really extensively farmed at 600. Your profit is mostly bosses, and I'm pretty sure you can find like, let's say 2 bosses an hour. All on average is probably like 5 diff. If you find one, Kuril is probably 2 diff. So I would say at least 7 diff from bosses an hour at 600. And yeah, I don't know, probably a few divines from other stuff. So like around 10 maybe an hour from 600. And then at 1.5k, I think you can push it to the maximum. So you should have like 15 to 20 diff an hour because you get a lot more hollow fossils and other stuff. Bosses are pretty much the same. So if your build doesn't get slower, you just see a lot more fossils at 1500. It was good cut for Amethyst Pharaohs to be worth. I would go like 67% at least. But technically you can buy a 71, farm like a few more divs and then resell it and buy a better one immediately. That's also an option. I mean, it's just basically more gear. It's still hard for me to say without seeing your gear. But like Corrupted Chaos Heart is roughly 1k life. The Red Dream is like 600 life. Bullet Dawn Swap is like, I don't know, 4.5k life. Yeah, Arcusas, you can technically also buy the cheapest one and then divine it once in the ship. The odds are, I think, not too bad to hit. Like over 70 is pretty much guaranteed, I think, that you hit a better one than 70. So that's not a bad idea as well, maybe. How much approach speed does the Merc have, Thorsten? He has only from the gloves, the crafted one. So 20% or something? Yeah, I would look at how expensive Life 67% is. If that's over like 8 diff or above, I would probably buy one for 5 diff and gamble in the ship.
Pain is purpose.
But a voice is necessary. No, that's just an upgrade step. Of course not. You just need voices when you do an Adorn swap. Otherwise Adorn doesn't make sense with not a lot of jewels. You need fire exposure. You only do fire damage. Kineticist needs any... No, I don't think Kineticist needs approach speed at all.
Pain is purpose.
Space save important. I would craft on a... I would recommend if you craft to craft on a full evasion base probably. I should have probably crafted on full evasion as well. But I thought that not all of the strength mercs have RT. I didn't know that all of them have RT, and I wanted to try it out on a pure strength merc as well. But if they have RT, it doesn't really make sense. That's why I crafted hybrid, but yeah. I mean, the defenses are kind of secondary anyways, but pure evasion is probably best.
Flesh and blood.
Yeah, evasion can be used in like all merc carries that it makes sense to use the crit chest. So combatant, which needs either strength, dex, strength, or dex. Then many shot, of course, which is a dex guy. Oh my god. And then Blade Trapper as well, if you try that. That needs a dex space or dex int or int. So the only real overlap between combatant and Blade Trapper is pure dex.
Pure ecstasy.
It's it's a big upgrade each deck. Because the Spectre Cull is only if the Spectre attacks and it's very inconsistent. The Chemical Cull counts for anything from the Merc. So it's an actual 10% Cull. And also crit multi is very valuable.
Flesh and blood.
Is this Merc better than the Ashot Merc? I would say yes. Yeah, you definitely need you don't need Cull on your shield charge. You can swap that to Call the Pyre if you want. That's not too bad. Yeah, this Merc is also a lot cheaper. That is true. I'm surprised that like say 4-link combatant is still around like 4 divines or something for a really good one. That's like, I would say, nearly as strong as mine. If you go 5-link, I don't know, let me check actually on the trade. With the trade search thingy, let's do 5-link. Okay, 50 div. It's still, for a 5-link, that's still very good. Chain faster, hyper multi, AD damage. Crossbring graph. No, gems for static strike don't matter, you know. You can do exclamation mark Merc search. To get the trade link for the combatant.
Oh, this is bliss.
Yes, I use them all of the time. As you can see, they're on the ground right now. If you have good gear and are only mapping, you can remove the points and remove Stormblast points. You're pretty sure you don't need to use them ever. But for me, it's a lot of damage.
Pain is purpose.
Guide, no, but we've crafted basically everything on stream over the last 2 days. So if you're looking for something specific, I can probably point you at the day we did it. I didn't have time to set up the chat commands yet. I want to do like chat commands to the VOD links with timestamps. Is this Merc cheaper to set up compared to bows? I mean, the mercenary itself is probably cheaper than a good bow mercenary. From the setup, I would say it's roughly equal. Like all of the gear is basically the exact same, except you need 2 weapons instead of 1. So you're kind of a bit more expensive on that front. The fracture arrow base is a little bit more expensive, but you need to self-fracture the foil base, pretty sure.
Pain is purpose.
Yeah, all of the mercenary stuff was crafted 2 days ago, basically all of the mercenary gear. And the mercenary belt we crafted yesterday.
Oh, this is bliss.
Hi, I'm back. I'm doing a test right now for 1 hour of delving, so we can do it in like roughly in an hour, Mr. Russian man, if you're fine with that. Sure. Just message me again in like roughly an hour.
Oh, this is bliss.
Yes, the smirk is using chain. What you look for in a boost tools for Merc? You look for mostly like attack speed and crit multi is the most important things, like double attack speed. And if you can get crit multi as well. But it's pretty ass to craft, and the ones on the market are like 15 diff. Where is this implicit on Merc glove? Which implicit do you mean, Estilo? My AG died. Rip.
This is bliss.
Merc gloves have strike skills and fire exposure.
Oh, such sweet
Yeah,
suffering.
just because when fire exposure is good, why not to use it? The pinnacle ones are always active on mercs. That's why you can use the pinnacle modifiers. Yes, basically. The character counts for that. Yeah, but I can't update the album. I need to re-screenshot everything, so... And the belt is not that different anyway, so whatever. It's just basically something in code where mercs don't have code checks for nearby, so pinnacle modifiers are always active. It's the rough explanation.
Art through agony.
No, it has been like this for a very long time. I don't think it's getting fixed. I think this is mostly for server performance that they don't do these checks. Okay, let's do one node detour actually for 2 divines. Rest in peace, my speed.
Bliss.
Think.
Art through agony.
Yeah, it's very chill. It's nice that I'm still at like, if there's no pen, pretty sure I can still just AFK every single node. I think you can reroll, however I hit it on the first enchant I tried. Fairly certain you can reroll. But you can do it, it's not expensive to get since the Ducat is pretty cheap, so just do it on like gloves until you hit it and do the fracture after, I think. Roughly 120 Flexorino. Sikawa just speed reforge, and then if you have open suffix, use both exalts.
Such sweet.
Yeah, the ring is nice. The ring is nice. No, Frostbrink doesn't matter. It's even actively good to have one travel skill on a melee merc. Yeah, if you focus on profit in Deep Delve, you can do like, I don't know, 20, maybe more. You can see like just 2 defeat, 2 defeat, 2 defeat, 2 defeat. Like 1 defeat, 1 defeat, 1 defeat, 1 defeat. 50C here. 1 defeat, 1 defeat. 2 bosses, average 5 divines. 2 defeat, 1 defeat. You can see there is a lot of money available to grab if you want it. Say it like that. And if I fully AFK, so I just don't use the mines. They don't even need to hold anything. But yeah, I've done that with like Molten Strike, for example. On like Molten Strike Delvas, I just put my phone on numpad 0 and put Molten Strike on that and kept it there while doing like the old Harbinger nodes. Best step to farm it is above 1.5k. That's 600 is okay to start. Okay. And I guess you can rebrand to spacebar or something. Okay. If I want to get Tiger, probably Minion Life. Yes, on 1500 you have better chance to get fossil nodes. I don't have crit on Mercbot, that means I need to use a major. No. The flask doesn't apply to the Merc baseline. It's not a good node. I think the AG is gonna die. Sir, AG survive, man. Yeah, he did survive. This is the character name, Mr. Sleepy. You can also just go on Ninja, search by Delph, and there should be number 2. Yeah, I need to shield charge a few times for it to work. It only works versus ignited enemies. So the Merc needs to attack. And then you can proc Call the Pyre. It's mostly stuff for like bossing. I don't know. It's very mediocre. Or like minor thingy.
Oh, this is bliss.
Yeah. I would not do Mercbot before chest. Do chest before Mercbot. Mercbot is only like quality of life upgrade. It's actually a like damage downgrade if you're still having like damage issues. Especially at the current Mercbot price, I would not go Mercbot early. Go fucking fly in my room. Fuck off, man. I mean, chest is roughly the same crafting cost as a Mercbot cost right now, so it's the same. And the chest is definitely a bigger upgrade than a Mercbot. I think Lance posted a video on how to do the chest craft. Yeah, I need to.
This is bliss.
Issues with the doggo. She's currently residing in her castle.
Pure ecstasy.
Yo, infectious. Only way to get free specters within the Awakening Power. I think yes. You can also corrupt your Hollowed Monarch for +2 minion. Could probably do it on a mana shot as well, yes, Gylon. But Frostblades has a lot more damage, like in nodes compared to Ice Shot.
This is bliss.
Yeah, but make sure you do not mirror Lance's chest. That's the issue with his chest. Is his chest is for many shots only. It has no frenzy generation. So if you have his chest, your combatants cannot get frenzy charges. That's why you need a chest with frenzies to mirror,
Such
if you want to mirror one.
suffering.
For mapping, you still prefer Ice Shot? I feel like combatant is a bit clunky when it comes to mapping. With Chain, Gallon, I actually prefer the combatant. It just feels more snappy. But my main shot also didn't have like the upgraded gear I have now on the combatant, so maybe it's better now. With more damage, more attack speed. But I really enjoy the combatant, like overall. The first bar is gone. Time to refill.
Sold something while you were gone?
You cannot change implicits on a mirrored item. I'm pretty sure he will not change implicits for you to mirror it. So you would need to craft just a completed one, basically. I need to buy a completed one, but not mirror it. I'm sure some people have posted like for 350 diff or something, 300, 350, like completed chests. If you just want to buy one of those. Yes, Tiger can give frenzies, but the Tiger is extremely squishy and will just die and kill you.
Sweet.
So running a Tiger is not really an option. Also, the frenzy generation for Tiger is extremely inconsistent.
Pure ecstasy. This is bliss.
Almost made it. Nice. Hey, better than mine. Very nice one.
Such sweet suffering.
I blocked fizz conversion. Not sure if it's the best block actually. Yeah, you can still hit the other two. But I don't know. At least it's not that bad. You just lose one matron and the Veiled Chaos per try. They're not that bad if you miss.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
You need either a full deck space or a strength deck space. I'd probably recommend a full deck space. The onslaught depends on your setup. That's the issue because, for example, on my chest, I don't have onslaught. I have T1 res on it. That's because I'm running the onslaught spectre because I want onslaught for myself as well. Because I'm not running an onslaught flask. Like if you are like, if you're let's say only mapping and not deep delving, then onslaught on the chest is decent because you can then just run the turtle probably, and then just swap to a silver flask instead of the granite. I'm not gonna die anyways in maps. Yeah, so if you're deep delving, you probably want res on the chest and not. A spectral lead is also nice, yeah.
Pure
Probably want res on the chest. And spectral lead is definitely something I need to look into. Is it tanky? Do you know that, SSS? Or also squishy? Spectral leader looked interesting for sure. Not super tanky. Yep, maybe if I ever delete my specters again, it's worth a try. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, Optimus I think 80% roughly. But the AoE doesn't really matter, I'm only standing still anyways, so... Squishy as fuck, okay. Yeah, it's a bit rough. If you have onslaught from the chest, you take the endurance charge guy and the turtle. Yeah, it's just curses don't do anything in Delph.
flesh and blood.
Like at this depth, it's like 99% less curse effect already. But smite us, I guess, okay, yeah. Yeah, haste tagger for mapping. Also nice. You cannot unspec out of Reliquarian. Are you sure you refunded all of the nodes? Including the start node? The one passive point node at the start? Oh yeah, I'll probably have to unspec your passive points as well on the main tree since you lose passive points while unspecking.
Arts through agony.
Ah, okay.
Flesh and blood.
Crit resistant.
Art through agony. This is bliss. Flesh and blood.
I'll probably add commands to like timestamped votes, I think, for all of the pieces. Maybe I'll add that to a video as well. I'm not sure yet. It's a bit weird. I don't really want to edit the votes. Would rather just have people like watch the full thingy or like speed it up then if they want, because I don't really have time to edit.
Pain is purpose.
But yeah, I get that it's hard to find if you need to skip over like. Nah, thingy is useless. The thing is kind of a bit weird on the gloves because melee damage only works for the initial portion of Frost Strike, and then approach speed works on the second portion. So for single target, technically melee damage is the only thing that does anything. If you have return, only then approach speed does like something. Yeah, I will try to set it up too fast today. So I need to leave a bit early anyways because I'm going to dinner with my parents. I will try to search around in the VOD then while delving a little bit and setting up all of the commands.
Pure ecstasy. Such sweet suffering.
No, smugglers are not worth it. With the if they have the fossil icon, it can be decent. It's probably like, I don't know, 100 C or so on average.
Art through
If they don't have fossil items or like currency or whatever, then no, it's not worth puffing. Also, later on, smugglers are like extremely rippy, so most of the time you kind of want to actively avoid doing more smugglers. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can do some rogue exile. Nostalgia, enjoying. Oops. Holy. Yeah, maybe they'll do a Hall of Grandmaster node. And they, I don't know, they put one node of, put like Steve's 65k character. And put the other guy that did 65k.
flesh and blood.
Some random standard delver. Maybe this Mercbot guy. Rudy's old P-bot character. Just randomly run in there, get off-screen by a random P-bot applying to you.
Bliss.
Is the new clear better than many shot? The new Merc clear? It is similar to many shot for clearing for sure. I mean, I think if you have like GG clearing links on many shot, then probably many shot is better. But for gameplay feel, I prefer combatant.
This
Yeah, exactly. All of the unnerved states.
such sweet suffering.
Might as well bring the old like shroud form or whatever. Bone shatter guys back as well. However that was called. What specters are you using right now? I'm using Perfect Warlord and Perfect Forest Warrior. Yeah, gear is you can basically use the exact same gear as long as it's on dexterity basis. Or like dex strength basis. What other build you have lined up? I've one idea I kind of want to make with the new pacts. Or rather, it's like Carl's idea from Carl in chat. But he's playing hardcore, so he needs to do like a pussy version with no gear available. I kind of want to do a good version. So maybe that's gonna be some PUBing. But I'm not, yeah, we'll see. I kind of also want to play the RuneScape Free League that's releasing on like next, I don't know, Wednesday or something, on the 10th. So might play that for a little bit. Do you consider using Svalen? No, not really, no. You can, I think Svalen is definitely an option, but you would have to play Dissolution then. With a Svalen setup, in my opinion. It's not that like good quality of life, but could maybe get more HP and still be okay-ish to play. But it would be a very, very different setup. If you bring back Shadefall, you can also do the procs bubble merc. You mean Strength and Blood? However it's called exactly. My overcap crit is Dex Int should be right. Should be correct. I think no, you cannot use Dex Int on combatants.
Pure ecstasy.
Combatants can only wear Strength Dex or Strength Dex, not Dex Int. So you might have to resell that.
Such sweet suffering.
Crafting cost for the base on average is roughly, you take the normal base price, so whatever the grasping mail costs, and you multiply it by I think 1.65 or something. And that's the average, including base losses, crafting cost, and then crafting cost to transfer the base. And then you add on top your like crafting cost to actually make it, which shouldn't be too bad, like I don't know, 20-30 div more. So with current prices, I would say like around 240 div, 220 div or something. Yes, there are also body armors to mirror. But I'm not sure if there is a body armor to mirror is available with frenzy charges.
Pain is purpose.
You can do exclamation mark Merc, Mr. Strutter. You can see all of the gear. Yeah, I would not mirror one. Just buy one that's done. If you actually want to buy one. Or like, don't craft. Pretty sure there are done ones without mirroring.
Pain is purpose.
Yeah, for example, like here. Like this one, 310. You would need to redo implicits. Or you buy the transfer base on the deck space for 300. But these cost like 300 or so. I would buy those before you mirror one. Mirroring is not worth. How does Taker work with dual wielding? No, because Frostblade should be alternating weapons. So like the main hand hits have the crit chance, and then the offhand hits have the crit multi. You can see that also in PoB. But on average, it's still a very good jewel. Because I'm like in offhand hits,
Pure ecstasy.
offhand hits I'm not crit capped. I'm like 85 crit, I think. Main hand hits 100 crit with the tech rod. But offhand has like the, I don't know what, 200 multi more.
Oh, this is bliss.
No, it's not. The empower and enhance is legit only for more movement speed. The higher you can get it, the better. And out of those two, enhance is the more important one. Just by a level 3 of both, I think should be completely fine. It doesn't really matter, even he will not die probably.
Pure ecstasy.
I mean, my chest is complete garbage on prefixes, and he's still doing fine. I mean, could technically craft mine to be like, I don't know, mirror worthy for guys that don't want onslaught. Could redo implicits and prefixes.
Sweet suffering.
But I don't know, probably not worth still. Paradoxica for Merc is bad. There are options with Paradoxica, but the amulet pretty sure is just straight up better if you have good weapons. Builds that use Luminary support is super interesting. Yeah, for sure. Saw some like the setup Connor made.
Art through agony.
Looks good for like, looks decent for endgame. But there's a lot of stuff you can do. Just anything that really scales good with 2 auras. Like mostly probably like lightning casters. I mean, kind of absolution has to be completely crazy as well, right? You could do Oriani on your own. Use the new
Flesh and blood.
Use the new talisman on Dory. If you don't really mind getting fucked by lightning dots from time to time. When you stop by darkness rest and light radius in Delph. It's just for gigascaling Wrath and Celatry. Like doing full aura effect on the guy. Then I guess you can run then haste or something on your own. Haste and defensive stuff. You can maybe even go like Dory CI with Aegis and run D-Term. Yeah, first bet I would do either Turtle or the Spectral Leader. But the Spectral Leader is apparently pretty squishy. But Turtle is probably pretty good.
Oh, this is bliss.
Yeah, in Delph it's annoying because the things just spawn on top of you with the circle and then it just insta-die. No drawstorm, you need to Searing Exarch influence it and annul the last prefix. And then you split it. So it needs to have only the 3 suffixes on it, nothing else, the item. Yeah, if you partial convert, it's easy. But if you want to use the new talisman, it's like easy 100% conversion. But it's only for hits. And it feels kind of wasted to like double convert with anything else then. Yeah. On like Giga high end, you should still then probably run Sublime. Yeah, true. And there's a lot of options, so. But that's definitely, I think, one very good build. Okay, we have like I think 10 more minutes on the test. So 13:04. Someone in chat, if you look at the watch and it's 13:04, please write something that I need to stop and look at the depth in 10 minutes, because I'm sure I will forget. For your question earlier, Mr. Flexorino, I've never upgraded it at all. So my darkness is at 0. Yeah, okay.
Such sweet suffering.
Different time zone endures. This is a combatant, yes, entity.
It's through agony.
I mean, as well, if you give the Merc, I don't know if you have to give him Defiance if you run the support node, or if he just survives on his own. I guess I need some kind of form of regen, because with the like 20% damage taken as node, maybe he would just die. Not sure though.
Oh, this is bliss.
Yeah, no more soul fight. No, I've not played Inverter Rules before.
You there, local. Death waits with open arms.
As you can see, this is basically an auto bomber. I can't even like phase run in maps.
Pure ecstasy. This is
Can I
bliss.
not have but a moment's respite?
Any good strat to make the money? I think at the current state of the game, you can do whatever the hell you want and you will probably make around 15 to 20 div an hour, is my opinion. So pick a mechanic you enjoy and start mapping.
Pure ecstasy.
Gotta pick up the fossils though. 1 second, I can check in a second, Mr. Isiol. Yep. That's where you would... No, actually not. No. You have... You can still remove the last prefix. So you should do Eldritch Annul the prefix. And then the split is basically guaranteed. Like, not guaranteed, but you have 4 chances at a 50-50. So very high odds compared to a free suffix base. Yeah, good luck.
Don't wait for me.
Oh god. This, yeah, okay, that guy insta-died. This might be the first node we have to puff around actually. Elipen, Physis Chaos. This is fuck, that kinda sucks. Okay, one more try. Let's clear first.
Oh, such sweet suffering. I'm not dying.
Holy fuck, man. Yeah, this is not doable. Or like, not in a few tries. Let's go out of puff. The tornadoes just completely shred him and can't reposition him correctly. True, good kite, I guess. Yeah.
This is bliss.
That is true, actually. One out of 4, holy. At least one. I remember doing like... I say you're probably correct, Krebo. Yeah. That is probably not a bad idea to do.
Is purpose.
But I think that's basically the hour done now. After this node.
Arts through agony.
Yes, the reminder is in 1 minute. I reminded myself. Okay, I guess we still have 1 minute. Shit. No, it's the 1 minute over.
This is bliss.
Yeah, no major dead end, like one side quest. Yeah, 2756. Start was at 2680. So 76 steps in 1 hour. Not too bad, I would say. That is pretty good. That is, I think, roughly what you expect from, like, if you do good node damage. Like most of my Delph builds could do like around 75.
Yes, paint the ground with their blood.
I draw both are viable. Kineticist
Arts through agony.
with a good kineticist is probably just straight up better than a many shot. But it's very hard to get a good kineticist. But both are definitely good. Yeah, we can do the gamma now. Sure. Surely today we will hit minimum requirement to farm sims. With my version, I would say the recoup ring, or like, it doesn't have to be like a GG recoup ring, but just no longer being low life. Like roughly like 13k HP or something. And an enmity setup on the Merc. Okay, we do / prediction. Yeah, this time the prediction has to be a bit like easier. We do. Let's do 2 max stress and A5 flight radius. No. Okay, wait, let me see how many amulets we have at even. The prediction is up. Oh, we have a lot of amulets. Wait, we're predicting, guys. Holy 30 amulets. 1 singular amulet with 2 max light and 85 plus light radius. Place your bets right now. At current prices, that's like roughly, I think, 80 div gamba. Hopefully you blessed all. I'm quickly checking the blessed orb. Yeah, all are blessed. Place your bets, guys. 1 amulet with 2 max stress. Yesterday we did 3 max stress. Keep that in mind. 1 singular 85 plus lightning radius roll and 2 max stress. Okay, still the daughters are kinda farming. Okay. Okay, let's go. Zack. Let's see if even more than 15 survive or if we get fucked on the poofs already. Okay, we have a total of... Okay, we got a little bit fucked. 12 survived. We have 245, that's a brick. 151, that's a brick. 320, that's like giga brick. The reverse of the light radius would have been good. 336. 238. 326, it's not looking good again. It is not looking good again. 367. Okay, that's the best one so far at least. Still not that great. 350. Also not great. 346. Also not great. It's not looking good for the believers. Oh, at least one above 179. Let's check price. That's 12 div. At least it's something. Okay, last two. 131, that's a brick. And last one, 130, that's also a brick. Rest in peace. No, like, GG one. If you don't care about Maxus, I guess this one is decent, but that is rough. That is very rough. Rest in peace, Mr. Russian man. These amulets are not working. I'll be back. Choose outcome. Nope. Yeah, do more scroll to click. It's just way easier for dumping. So someone buy my hollow fossils? Hello? The EU Herald is going strong again. Okay, do we do some actually non-grief delving and pick up a few good notes that we skipped? Or I actually want to do the two bosses at the top, just like 2 pointers. Let's do the 2 alls. How hard is it to hit Val on 100 soul? So like getting a 16% one is rather easy. 18% is pretty rough. I don't have like a guide, Dakuten. But if you go to my YouTube channel from like, I don't know, 2 leagues ago or something, and 3 leagues ago, I made videos from like 10 hours of deep delving. And you can look at some of the profit breakdowns down there. And I did do a little bit of explaining. You can watch those too if you want. Should be still rather similar. Corrupt first and then call after with Tainted if you hit on any. The rest catalysts are way too expensive. Yes, the YouTube is Neotox. You can do exclamation mark YT. ES Orbot versus Livestack for Endgame and Valdos. I've not seen like the numbers on the ES Orbot, so I can't really say for sure who isn't. But I would be very surprised if it can beat Livestack in Endgame. Nice. Is the red boss even worth doing in Delph at the moment? Not really, no. What breakpoints to adorn Jewel? So there's a good adorn sheet you can use to see all of the adorned breakpoints. You can bookmark that. And then whenever you're curious about some adorned breakpoint, you just look into that sheet. At least that's what I do every time I play adorned. Oh, the ring craft is already quite a few days ago. Topaz ring. 1 ring. Let's do the second boss. Smart detour. Yeah, that's I think also what he's expecting. I'm really curious if the Mark can survive the Giga Field. Because I'm not exactly sure how. I mean, first damage probably isn't gonna do much, because there's so much armor. But I don't know, like alley damage or like shotgunning. The guy has no block. He's dual wielding weapons, I think.
Pure ecstasy.
It's probably gonna do a shit ton of damage, yeah. Maybe you need to like bait feared or something, like drag him out. But it's also, I don't know if that's really doable on all maps. Yeah, I mean the defense is the big difference, I think. And like I would probably your guy didn't have max res red.
Pure ecstasy. Arts through agony.
I think it's fine. I mean, I guess, yeah, they nerfed it by not being able to equip it. And Mist got nerfed. Yeah. No more like Giga Reflects. Upside is, I guess, that Mists are cheaper, so at least the gear should be cheaper to make. I'm not swapping to Aura Stack, no. I have no idea if it's better.
Can I not have but a moment's
But
respite?
if you want to do the version Lance is doing, then it's gonna cost you like 15 mirrors probably. How do you craft the Dawn Jewels? You buy a Fracture Base, you alt spam, and you YOLO Val. Or if you don't want a YOLO Val, you can do Magic Locks, Magic Beast Locks
Oh, such sweet
for Valing. But there is no
suffering.
really good way to reset, so you would need to Divine to reset. So I just YOLO Val'd all of mine. Holy, that was like... Yeah, you get wrecked by Stream Elements. GG for the crafting instructions. No, you can't reset imprints on a corrupted item. Yes, all items have full white socket.
Arts through agony.
Yeah, I think you should be able to send any links. There's no real priority, I don't think so.
Flesh and blood.
Probably like the raw damage ones, like LA damage with attacks is probably very good. It's just active on everything. Oh, not sure this view. Maybe there's something you can do. It does, the Greater Multistrike does one more repeat, but kind of repeats are useless. So, I don't know. I don't know if the Greater does anything over normal. So, anything good? Amulet. Determ Amulet. 7 div. Not too bad. If I have one colored socket, how do I change it to all white? You need to move your colored socket with a chrome to not be on the top left. And then you do Jeweler orbs until the atom has one socket. And that one socket will be white then. And then you Jeweler orb it back up again to 4 sockets.
Oh, flesh and blood.
Do you identify all amulets? I just ID all. Yeah, it's exactly the same for weapon. So you can always like reset to one socket and that's make sure that white and then go back up again with jewelers. We're level 81 is bad. It's probably okay. It's like, I don't know, 4% less damage from base stats or something. With kinetic merc, would you recommend chain plus fork or is fork enough for clear? I think one clearing link is fine if you have return. So with return, you need one pierce anyway, so you would have one pierce plus either chain or fork. You can definitely run double if you want more clear. But one should be fine enough. Rather go for a little bit more like single target links. But I guess that's just preference.
Oh, flesh and blood.
G died again.
Suffering.
I did not link him. Oopsie.
Pain is purpose.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Did you buy it, chap, or found it? But yeah, then single clear is for sure fun. How much is it? I mean, crit chance is technically a little bit wasted, but the rest is good. Because he's already crit capped, pretty sure, without the link.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
I'm not sure. I mean,
Arts through agony.
I think it's either fork or chain. Both are good. Return plus GMP is like GG for sure. I would do return plus GMP and then one clear link, and the rest is many good damage links that you can get. Like roughly what my buy prior would look like. And probably also only with haste. So if he has haste. Yeah, GMP is a lot of single target damage on K-Buck. Since on K-Buck, if you have a little bit of AoE scaling, nearly all projectiles overlap. GMP is like, I don't know, 70% more damage or so.
Oh, this is bliss.
Yeah, that's, I think I had a search similar to that as well. Also gotta make sure that the secondary skill is correct then, but I guess you have that if you have that kind of budget. Yeah, but Wall of Force is just a meme. Just forget that that skill exists.
Art through agony.
It's great, and it doesn't matter FTS. Does not matter at all. Yeah, Greater KB is the best one, for sure. For a secondary skill. Some people were saying, I think Ben was saying yesterday that Barrage is also okay.
Pain is purpose.
Level 10 hit an, holy, hit an 18 actually. That's crazy. Nice, GG. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good upgrade. If you have the chest, I think the 18 is maybe worth keeping. Yeah, apparently Barrage is like, okay, he doesn't use it that often. So if there were like some Omega cheap Barrage ones with GG K-Buck links for cheap, might be decent to look at those as well. How's the single target of the Frost Strike dude compared to bow? Yes, very comparable to bow. Just on open areas, like you have no return. So one of my links is useless. So if you get one with no return and just another damage link, would be quite a bit better. You have issues with combat and single target. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't. It's just better in Delph Vason, basically. Short answer. Yes, you can Delph with Many Shot as well, Anzi.
Pure ecstasy.
Which fossil combo did you use on your chest? I used... Wait, okay. Hollow... Prismatic, I think. Sanctified. And one more. I think... Jagged to block this. Very broke now. Nice, nice. GG. Perfect suffix. Very nice one. It doesn't matter, Ashen. I have melding anyways, so all of my rares are the same. And fire is just the easiest to get, since I have baseline +1 from 3.
Oh, flesh and blood.
But Dutch, my plan was... I'm KO skipped, yes. 70, 90 chaos res. The max res doesn't scale with the amulet. It only scales the amount you get, not the max.
Arts through agony.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that later anyways, this, so it's fine. Trying to decide between your build, Rico, and Lance block, not doing deep delve. I mean, Lance hasn't really upgraded his setup much anymore. So I think if you like have a higher budget, like let's say like I don't know what, 2 to 3 mirrors, then Lance doesn't really have a giga high-end version for his character with an Adoran setup. I don't know if it would even make sense for his character, to be honest, but 600, what the fuck? So I don't know, I mean, for general gameplay, I think block probably is a little bit more tankier, yes. But I didn't want to go block again, and recoup seems to be working out great so far. The advantage of this build here is if you actually ever start dying and you have like giga gears and something like me, like I don't know what, 4 mirrors invested or something, you just swap out the amulet, you put in the defiance, and you will never die ever again. That's like the one advantage the recoup setup has. Do like the amulet swap and be immediately immortal. Yeah, mostly preference otherwise. Isn't it just yeah, executioner where you can only recover to half?
This is bliss.
I think it's ES as well. Not sure though, actually. Might need to check PUDB. Yeah, definitely spooky. But you can outrange the circle, I guess. Just ignite him once and then run away. Should be able to recover. Yeah, for the chest, yeah. You did the fossil combo, and I would do the fossil combo if you want to go fire res instead of onslaught on the chest and on suffix. You do the 4-socket fossil combo. Hopefully that one was correct. There's like Hollow, Sanctified, the elemental one, and the first one should give you decent odds to get you already a good res roll. And then you can either settle on that, or you can always just do like single hollow rolling and then annul the suffix, the last one, and then reforge any element to try to hit T1 res. So it's not that difficult to hit. But you would probably just the both craft with resonators and try to hit on the 4-socket reso, the T1 res.
Pure ecstasy.
How much diff per hour on depth? 1500. Around 20. Depends on how much I go for profit or not. It just depends on what kind of... Holy, what the hell is that? Just depends on what kind of specters you want to run, if you go onslaught or not on the chest. And you gotta keep in mind you need... I think you go from needing a 60% enmity to a 57% enmity if you don't have fires on your chest. Which adds also a little bit of cost. On the top right there are the targeting nodes. Enforce on the Atlas tree. If you want to farm, for example, for combatant, which has strength dex requirements, you only click the less intelligence node, and then you go house Asari, for example, for combatant. I think I'm not sure, 3 or 4 options. on the resonator. Is Rage even working on Mercs? Yes. Rage works. No, dash is completely fine, Abu. You cannot target Kineticist at all, Enforce. So it's not target farmable. Been taking inspiration from you. Do you think you could do an upgrade list with items most impact? I mean, it depends on what kind of budget onwards. But I would say you can roughly follow my PoE Ninja profile over the first few days to see like a upgrade order for myself. For the Merc, it's hard to say. For the Merc, it's like
Pure ecstasy.
initial enmity setup with like okay-ish rares. And then I would already save up for the chest. And after the chest, I would recraft all of the other rares with Abyss sockets. Yeah, if you don't have chest, then chest for sure. Chest is by far the biggest. Like after the initial Dawn swap, chest is by far the biggest upgrade.
Such sweet
No.
suffering.
Do chest first, Adorn later. Adorn is only like what 4k HP or something. And the chest immediately crit caps you. Yo, Minty. Going great, going great. Blasting a little bit of Delph. For like, I don't know, probably like 3 to 4 hours more. Need to leave a little bit early today. Should hopefully be able to get 3k before I have to leave. Then maybe I'll be back in the evening. If you get the foil of T1 text with T1 both crits, you cannot multimod prefixes because you have 3 suffixes already. Multimod is a suffix. If you don't have, do you have a fracture base, Seka, or not? Like fracture prefix?
Arts through agony. Such sweet suffering.
You don't. Okay, then the best what you can do on like budget is do Matron for prefixes cannot be changed, and then do Veiled Chaos, and craft Fizz% to block, and then Unveil Elipen should be guaranteed. You can either Unveil Elipen or fire damage. And then I would Boat Slam a second prefix, and then craft fire damage to finish. And for the second prefix on the Boat Slam, you're looking for like either percent ally damage with attacks or any like decent high flat damage. Wait, I'm dying here. Weapon damage does not matter since we give all with Flame Link. That's correct.
Oh, this is
Chest should probably be Pure Evasion. Whipper. I would say go Pure Evasion if you're crafting. Void Eye is good before you have a Chaos Heart. After that, I would probably drop Void Eye. Should we play with the solution? No.
not selling, was it? Hopefully there'll be interest.
Yeah, don't play Dissolution. If you run Precision, how much accuracy do you need? You need 1 tier 1 roll on your Merc's gear to be fine with accuracy.
I'm better.
Which is most likely going to be in Helmet. Pretty sure I can overtake him, yes, if I only go down. But he is not slow as well, so... Probably not doable today since I'm gone for like 2 hours or so. But I will try. I think I will pick up some money on the way, but not really go for too much profit anymore. Like, I have nearly no upgrades left. I would just rather try to finish the 6k and then see what else is there to do.
Suffering.
1 second, I can take a look in a second.
Pure ecstasy.
For what Merc, Mercbot? For many shot?
Oh, this is bliss.
Yeah, then that's fine. Sure. Works. I don't know about the enchant. If you might want to re-enchant to only lose 1 socket.
Pain is purpose.
The blind on hit is not that good. But I don't know if you want to do that on dead base or recraft later. Because every single socket is like roughly 4% DPS if you're not fire capped and have the chest.
Pain is purpose. Yes, paint.
I think all mercs, I mean, you can do some more exact math, but it's a safe bet to just craft your merc helmet once with T1 accuracy on it, and then on every single merc you will be accuracy capped for sure. Helmet is the slot where you lose the least anyways. So the only thing you would gain is more lightning rest for crit overcap, but you should already be crit capped anyways. It looks so beautiful with so many fossil nodes. Yeah. It starts to look really nice, the map. I didn't click. No, sorry, I'm not killing any mercs. If I can't hit the broad speed breakpoint for a frostblade, is it worth going any broad speed at all? Basically no, Benjamin. The only broad speed I would do is craft on gloves. Rest I think is not worth the investment. Maybe even if you're not doing like closed encounters, maybe even just not use return at all and get the merc without return. Yo, thanks for the prime, Mr. Yip. Do you need accuracy? Because Captain said you don't even need if you have precision. I think you do need a little bit, even if you have precision. I think Lance had his precision on Empower as well. So he gets a little bit more. Kineticist for sure needs one more roll. I know that. So if you plan on using the gear later for Kineticist as well, I would just craft a helm with accuracy. It's not much lost. Yo, SSS, thanks for the prime as well. Not die versus the exiles. We drop a socket to link Storm plus to Arrogance. Maybe the Call the Pyre socket. Good, drop that. Yo, thanks for back in sale for the prime as well. Oh, for the normal stuff. Holy. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Benjamin, you can do exclamation mark Merc search. There is a combatant search for chain, no pierce, and no return. You can tune a little bit the number and the amount of links for your budget. But those are the ones I would buy personally without return.
Pain is purpose.
Exclamation mark Merc search.
Through agony.
I think a Merc trade. I don't know what is the command called. I forgot it again. Now Merc search should be correct.
Pain is purpose.
Nycrit's just, I think, overall a little bit better. Has basically the same clear and is smoother to play a bit. Amulet, Envy, Monk, Big Money, 11 diff, Stonks. Only 3 Envy Amulets actually in, I think, the last 5. Printing.
Pain is purpose.
Are there different options for the Anoint on the Merc Amulet? Yeah, there for sure are a few. First of all, it depends on the Merc. So if you're doing Many Shot, you can either do Lethality for crit and crit multi, or go +1 arrow. On Combatant, you should probably do Rage on hit, since it's the only way you get Rage, because you need the Glove implicit for additional strike. And if you do Kineticist, you should probably Anoint multi-shot, I think, because +1 projectile on KB is very, very strong. But those are the options on the Anoints, pretty sure.
Flesh and blood.
No, you get 2 sockets, yep. So, for example, my gloves here, 2 sockets and then a Abyssal socket with the -1 enchant.
Crude, but serviceable.
Sadly, yeah. What made you choose Combatant over Kineticist or Many Shot? So Kineticist, I've not even played with one yet. Basically, I've been just upgrading this guy and crafting all of the gear. Didn't have the money to invest into a Kineticist to test yet. For many shot, I just enjoy, like, I think combatant is better DPS in these type of node scenarios where the chain can really do work. Many shot always had way less DPS in here. But single target, it's roughly the same. Yeah, and for general gameplay, I think the combatant feels a little bit more responsive in my opinion, but that's personal opinion. That is incorrect, Sikawa. Holy pen, chaos, no droop.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Did you craft a ring with fossils? No. The ring craft was done like 3 days ago on stream. At one of the start of the, like in the first like hour or so of one of the stream starts. If you wanna go back and find the VOD, I will add like commands later today probably. Yes, you can do exclamation mark merc search. Yummy. Without the H. You can search for merch as well if you want to pick and sell. No, you never dropped precision. Yeah. Can get the sleeping doggo merch.
Oh, flesh and blood.
But today is the last day of the doggo stream, sadly. Because she will go back home with my parents again. I just had her for 2.5 weeks while my parents were on vacation.
Flesh and blood.
Yeah, so last day of small doggo. Only here for the dog cam. Yeah, rest in peace. All of the content is gone.
Pain is purpose.
Yes, I'm from Austria. That is correct. $2.8k. We're nearly at the halfway mark. Can you believe it? Only took over a week already.
Is purpose.
Definitely. So the goal would be to be at 6k. Okay, that's probably gonna be a little bit rough. In like 5 days. I don't know if that's possible. Because I kind of want to do a little bit of planning for the RuneScape League as well. And I need like 1 or 2 days there. Is there a bug with the link unlinking a lot of times? No.
Pure ecstasy.
You probably just didn't click the link often enough at the start of the map and you just never linked him. That happens to me like all of the time. You think the Merc can live fine getting to 6k? We will see. For now, the survivability
This is
seems good enough, I would say. No, I think it was fixed short walker thingy where they only run away. But it would only unlink your HE and Spectres anyways, Furious. Because the Merc doesn't get Headhunter. Where DHE maybe.
this is bliss.
Hashtag, do you know is English language more common in Austria than Germany? I'm living here right now. I wonder if there's the same state of mind that German people,
His purpose.
even though knowing they refuse to speak this language with foreigners. For older people, a lot of older people aren't that good in English here. I think nearly all of the young population like is decent in English, I would say. Especially if, like for my friend group, we can all probably talk English with some foreigners, and if they tell us that they don't understand German, then we will also speak like English next to them if it's anything relevant to them. I also worked in a company for a long time, which was mainly English speaking. So I basically only talked
Pain is purpose.
English for the last 6 years while working. So yeah, you learn English from very early onward. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad in Germany, to be honest. Didn't know that this was such big of an issue. Normally you only hear it for French people, so... Okay. Like more like older people or also young? Yeah, you need to ask Carl. He's the German, not me. At least in Bayern? Okay. Yeah, maybe if it's like more of the rural areas. Yeah, well, the people from Bayern are basically Austrian, so... I mean, if I would talk my German, I would I would assume that most of you guys that understand German wouldn't understand me as well, so if I go like full dialect mode. Do you ever write with dialect? Yes. In Austria, you do write text in dialect.
This is bliss.
No, and first the grace period on the link breaking is like 4 seconds. The guy would really have to be like stuck behind a wall and somehow not teleport to you for the link to break.
Art through agony.
So link breaking is never happening. From I don't think I've ever had the link break. The only time my link wasn't there was when I forgot to link at the start of the area. Are you sure it breaks?
Flesh and blood.
I would be okay. I would be very surprised.
Oh, such sweet suffering.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I like go around the corner here maybe. But he's just running after me. I mean, you've seen me shield charging like through these stealth nodes and it never broke, and there are a lot of walls here and a lot of like things to get stuck on. So. Unlike the minion phases of the green boss. Okay. I mean, technically there are walls there, yeah.
Agony.
One more ends. She's giving you her paw.
Pain is purpose.
Still running the same specters. You can do exclamation mark specters. So it's first warrior and warlord. Yeah, if you're really struggling, you can technically spec the link break thingy. Just go any like link mastery and do links take twice as long to break if you're really struggling with it, but you should not need it. No, Sarah, you don't.
Pure ecstasy.
That felt disturbingly good.
Is there any way to use headhunt on Merc? You would need to not use the amulet. I don't have the answer chest.
Pure ecstasy.
Can I not have
My chest has fire resistance. Yeah, the link can go invisible, so that's not breaking. The link going invisible just means it's in the grace period, but it's still applied. It takes another 4 seconds after going invisible. It's insane how many things you get. I mean, that's the only loot you get, I guess, is things here.
This is bliss.
Yeah, pretty sure if I would try hard for things, I could get like 10 in the next 10 minutes. Probably have like 20 diff worth of fossil nodes we skipped earlier.
Pure ecstasy.
Oh, Doggo has awoken.
Oh, blessed blood.
Yo, Kurubo. Good morning. Now she's like standing next to the mouse, looking at me menacingly. Nice stretch. What now, Dizzy? What now? If you have one accuracy roll on your gear, then should be fine at 18. No dissolution you should not take. Very bad dissolution. Okay. Assistant Dizzy.
Art through agony.
Så, da. Merc has no accuracy roll. Yeah, then you should choose your precision. Also, like with Empower, probably. I mean, you can see my tree at exclamation mark ninja, what I have at the moment, Enforce. The guide for the Mercbot plus a Dorn swap. Guide, I guess not really. You can show you the POB if you want. Yeah, Dex is a struggle. So this is like my character right now. Yeah, you can just copy the ninja. Maybe you need to get a better better Mageblood maybe, Kuribo, if you're running Mageblood. Yeah, Doggo has left the building, aka the table. Oh yeah, sir, stop it. This guy, man, Gehenix, chill out. Yeah, I have one dex roll on gloves, and with my puffing it's fine. Like 146. Is this build SSF viable? I mean, Ben is playing it in hardcore SSF, basically a very similar version. So I would say yes, but you need to do a lot of farming for some of the later upgrades.
Suffering.
Okay, I have int on my boots. Oh, I think, rethink, divine. How important is multi-strike for combatant? I don't think it's actually that important. Could probably like replace with faster attacks or any other damage link. Would be completely fine. So stop pinning me. Thank you. Yeah, the attribute craft is really nice. Made the glove craft a lot like easier to do.
Ecstasy.
I was playing a lot. 1 second. Telephone.
Pain is purpose. Flesh and blood.
I think I can sell that.
Okay, back again. Is this a good build for learning how to delve? I mean, sure, it's a pretty good build, I will say, for starting to delve. You think there's a decent way to play this as you being a Gravebind rarity stacker? I think you're gonna have issues with the Gravebind radius. It's not very high. And the Merc's probably gonna clear a lot of stuff off screen. You can do exclamation mark Merc search. Return, I would say, is not even that good. If you're doing normal stuff, I wouldn't even like prioritize return. True, get a cleave Merc, then you won't have any range anyways.
Oh, flesh and blood.
On a Kinesis this morning with GMP, return 2 damage rig on K-Buck with greater K-Blast, but no haste. Consume the prices because the only other ones in trade has haste or for 1 mirror. I would say at least 300 C-Dot. Maybe this for like around 300. Like even with haste, it's still very, very good. And some aura stackers that are running, think you don't need haste anyways because they have haste on their own. Yes, added cold and lightning are useless. Issue is, I mean, Pyromance makes no sense because Pyromance has only exposure and you already have enmity. So Pyromance is very low value. And if you have the chest, Icicle Mines also makes no sense. So Stormblast is basically always the best on a GG setup, either Stormblast or some random high impact mine stuff. Sniper's Mark versus Assassin's Mark is a bit weird. Most likely you can't run a high level Sniper's Mark because you probably won't have the decks. It can maybe be better than Assassin's Mark if you're kept without power charges and without the base crit, but even then the crit multi is still pretty good. For consistency, I would probably still run Assassin's Mark. Yeah, and makes the decks a little bit easier to manage. Because if you only have like decks for precision, otherwise you're, I think, stuck at like level 14 Sniper's Mark or something. Which isn't that great. Relia, yes, basically. You just need to swap Anoint and you need to have gloves with additional strikes instead of rage on hit. That's the two differences. And the weapons, of course. The rest of the gear can stay exactly the same. Does the Frostbite compensa a better clear than Many Shot? They have roughly the same amount of clear, I would say. Many Shot has a little bit more off-screening. Frostblades I feel like has like more snappy clear and can also still off-screen with chains. But highly depends, I guess, on the amount of clearing links you have on your Many Shot. Damage looks the same though while it changed. Frostblades has a lot more damage in packs. So like the clearing DPS of Ice Shot versus Frostblades. I think Frostblades has like 5 times as much. If you don't count in Val Ice Shot.
Pain is purpose.
No, you need to have additional strikes on the gloves, it's mandatory. You don't need to have like +4, but just like +2 unique enemies if you want to start out with is fine. But you should definitely have additional strikes. Ben, so Paradoxic definitely works, pretty sure. But Paradoxic is just straight up worse than Rare Swords. And you lose the amulet for all of your crit chance from the chest. So no reason to run Paradoxic on a high investment setup.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
How do you get rage? With the Anoint. Is the treasure's no return because it's over budget or because it's better to not have it? It's a mix of both. At the moment, I think return on Frostblades is way overstated for what it does for you. So just getting one without return with instead an chain plus good damage links is just gonna be better and like 1/10 of the price. There's like very specific scenarios where return is very good, and one of those is like delving, what I do. So return here is very strong because of all of the walls, but if you're mostly mapping or like doing like open area bosses, like most Uber bosses, then return won't do anything for you.
Pure ecstasy.
$7 and $13, that's a bit low.
Pure ecstasy.
That's why I have the Purity of Ice Merc. Overcaps my cold dress. I actually could drop the one adorned cold dress jewel I had before just because the guy has Purity of Ice.
Flesh and blood.
Only source of power charges is the mark. That is correct.
This is bliss.
You need to use grants, otherwise you cannot roll the mountain.
Such sweet suffering.
You drop the Void Eye when you equip a Chaos Heart.
Pain is purpose.
You can still run Assassin's Mark on Kineticist. If you're running Stormless Mines, you should still run Assassin's Mark, pretty sure. But other than that, there is no real way to do it. You would maybe calculate your crit chance then, depending on your wand. If you're like way over cap, then it doesn't matter anyways if you lose power charges and base crit. Just gotta make sure that you still crit cap them without those two. No, unique enemy is the one lower. Pinnacle is one more higher. How bad it man, it's not. Return is never bad. Return is still a great link for mapping as well, but it's just in terms of pricing, it's just overpriced. You can probably get for the price you would pay for like chain, no pierce, and return. You can probably get a merc with chain and 3 other damage links, and that just straight up beats return then. Like with the trade search from the bot command, that's a 4-link mercenary without return, and those are like 5 diff or something. That's omega cheap. And the only difference from that search to mine is that I have return on mine, in addition to the 4 like links. And movement skills are completely fine. They don't really matter. It's not bad or like exceptionally good. Some people say like it's good to have 1 move skill on combatant. You can do exclamation mark merc search. Really, yeah. Return, hypo, fast attacks, early damage checks, and chain. Yes, that's basically this. You basically have exactly mine. I just have multi-strike, you have fast attacks. It's fine, and force you'd replace it with a light radius ring so you don't lose that much damage. I think league mechanic is good for gold. Farming some corals.
Pure ecstasy.
Well, can it go beyond 200% fire as with NT, or is the pen cap at 200%? So the pen cap is at 200 overcapped fire resistance, which means in your mercenary stat sheet, in brackets, there should be the number above 275. So like here, 279 for me. This means we're 200% pen capped. Otemba. Boba. For example, on this boss, you can see it's not returning. And this is just half damage then. Holy, the 12p minion, yeah, those are going crazy. Probably still like 15 on softcore.
This is bliss.
Simsamar. Azu Azar. you can do it on a big, I believe.
Zim Zamar! Duh.
One power charge ring plus 5 Ds.
Flesh and blood.
Gonna fill craft in GG next league? Yeah. Could definitely happen. Could definitely happen. Yeah, these. I remember Mick. A few leagues ago, there was like a guy delving on. I think it was just normal bone shatter from rather early on, and I talked to him a little bit, and he couldn't kill any oils like below 1k. It was taking him like 10 to 15 minutes, and the guy, he pushed to 3.5k, and he had like, I don't know, 50 to 100 oils ready. He never did because he said it takes too long to kill him. Yeah, okay, it's basically I did 2 days of Sims, and the rest of the currency is all from Delph. Not really, Carl. Don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if the like just 4/5 passive AoE ones or Proch ones are worth something. Those maybe. Like 2 good notables plus like 5 chaos res. At least those were always like expensive in softcore. Yeah, Herald for sure as well, right? Stealth super probably due to all frame crafting. Definitely has part of it, but also because like mercenaries are decently meta. And all of the people doing merc builds need like at least 4 or 5 hollow fossils to craft their gear. And with still not that many people delving, hollow fossils are still kinda rare.
Arts through agony.
First time I got to 4k, I did like 30 mil DPS build. Holy fuck, man, that's just painful. Every time you get a like concept ground node, you gotta reset. Or like spec no region, degen something. I did in Crucible. I started like Poison Molten Strike, and I did to like, I don't know what, 1.5k or so, and that build was like nearly uber dot capped. And I did some delving on it, and after like I think 1600 or something, I couldn't stand it anymore. The DPS, it was just too damn slow. Then I went hit based. Okay. My Merc just got completely shredded. Yeah, normally when I had issues like really later on, I just use the Mark Mastery on most builds where they cannot regen then. If we get some life regen essence mob. Yeah, last few leagues basically didn't need it because the builds had so much damage. Yeah, definitely a few options. So let's try to maybe not die again. Okay, never mind, we died again. What does this even have mods? Doesn't even have any mods. Okay, no griefing. Time to stop the troll.
Pain is purpose.
Okay, all good. The GG mark for 300 and someone offered 100 within 5 minutes. Okay. Well, that's still plus 100, I guess.
Pain is purpose.
Someone asked, hi, Neurox, do you play PoE 2? Yeah, basically, no. I did the campaign once. That's been my PoE 2 experience so far. I did the campaign once in 05. Yeah, for you can do a screenshot and I will tell you where it is. Infectious, or where it can be.
Pain is purpose.
Nice cool. Yeah, you can just post it here in chat. I can open it.
Such sweet suffering.
Yeah, I did like semi AFK Sims 2 level. Oh, like 1.5 days. You need some decent gear. Like a decent ring and the MD setup. Probably swap a little bit around for maxers on your flasks. And maybe you need to play a little bit on like wave 11 plus, run around in a circle. You can't fully AFK the thing without dying all of the time. Could still get shotgunned. I've cast when stunned chieftain. Is it deep delve viable? No. I mean, you can do probably like 1k on cast stunned. But below that, it's probably not viable, no. Also, I can't even imagine how long the bosses will take on cast stunned. This shit has to take ages. Is 40 to 50 an accurate price to buy a similar ring? I think average crafting costs are in the like 30 diff range, roughly. If you want to craft it. So I guess if you don't want to craft, like around 40. okay maybe to buy. 50 is a bit pricey. The ring craft is not complicated, so I would say just craft it yourself.
Such sweet suffering.
My crafting XP essences. So you can... Wait, I will see if I can find it. No Frostbreak is fine, corrupt. No impact on DPS. No Invictus, you will basically always link all. It's very hard to target a specific NPC.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
I have no idea, Drake. What the fuck? Who is buying that for 95? Lance Fios, man. I will take a look at it in a second. Yeah, budget and armor stack is normally not something you hear in one sentence, that's correct. Let's see.
Arts through agony.
Okay. It is... The path is here. Mr. Infectious. Hopefully you saw it. A quick check if it has missed anything else, but yeah, should be correct.
Flesh and blood.
Just these two or what? On a million? Holy fuck, man, this is so free money, what the fuck?
Pain is purpose.
This light radius and life are like both high weight as well, so easy old spam. You need only lightning rings. On which? You mean on the unveiled like ellie damage ones on the weapon? With the rancor change?
Oh, this is
Or which unveiled do you mean? I think yes, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe test in standard before. I've not tested it, but don't take my word for it. But technically I think should work.
pain is purpose. Pure ecstasy.
The hideout warriors, man, they're scamming us all. I'm telling you. Unethical people.
Pure ecstasy.
Uber bosses are plus minus equal to all 600 depth. In terms of life, yes, I would actually think that an all at 600 has more life than an Uber boss. Pretty sure. Uber bosses have like effective 200 million or something. Pretty sure an all has more than that on 600, but I could be wrong on that. Not sure. I know there are like already HP capped at roughly 1k. And I don't think the scaling is that steep.
Have a moment. Hopefully there'll be interest. I'll update that.
Oh, the fun's looking 213 divines. Quickly check something. How much is a normal mage blood? 220. Is that guy still not online? You can do anything in the game you want, Invictus. It's a complete all-round build. I mean, if you do like under the million, to be honest, actually I probably should have recomped it. Not gonna lie. I don't know how better the base costs. Yeah, sure, lower.
Flesh and blood.
Like the millions shouldn't be more than like 10 C each, right? It has to be so easy to actually alt spam for a triple suffix and then
Can I not
do
help?
recom, like Reforge Life and go for Elder Slam if they sell for a lot more. If you're profit crafting. The Necro, yeah, they should all be fine, but I would run the new Amulet instead of Defiance. I have not updated the early and mid game, so just don't use Defiance, run the Rough Mother's Amulet always. Besides that, everything else worked out pretty nicely, and I think the progression was good. So, can easily follow it. I have a trash evasion base for Merc. Is a good armor base worth it? It doesn't matter for Merc. With like crit mod or what? Or just on a random chest? And what mercenary are you playing? Okay, I would say normally, I mean, it depends a little bit on the content you're doing, but I think for anything normal in the game, the Merc should not die anyways, so the base there is like irrelevant. Like even at like this depth, look at this chest prefix is completely trash. So it's probably fine to just take whatever base. If you're like ultra min-maxing survivability of the Merc, I think like going full evasion is probably the best. Not sure how good their armor scaling is. but I think you can push evade chance to probably like 70%, which is very strong for evasion. I think that's the better, like, I don't know, DPS slash sustain avoidance. No problem. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, for that, I think you're gonna have to just look at how the survivability looks like versus Omega Feared.
Suffering.
It's very hard to say how. Like, is there a good test map
Pain is purpose.
which is similar? 100% daily feared, non-ghost. Okay, that should be fine.
Pure ecstasy.
And have you actually? Funny thing, I do like Valdo maps for my sulfide refilling, and one of those has the light radius mod, and the shit looks so funny that normally 2 meters is like omega tiny, and then you rock in there with the, I don't know, 400% light radius build, and it's just a whole screen. It just looks so incredibly funny.
Pure ecstasy.
Yeah. I actually want to try a daily feared map. I don't know if I can do possess. Oh, my old KM sold.
Sold something while you were gone.
Okay, wait. Let's do one. This shit will 100% kill me. 1C map. It's possessed, daily, feared, 2 meter. 4 random mods. I think will 100% the specters and the EG will die, I think. But yeah, look at the light radius. It's rather small, 2 meters. Okay, let's see.
And kindly stay dead.
Pure ecstasy.
Maybe if I can stack some head and debuffs on the guys before going into feared.
Arts through agony.
Holy profit. Bro, this. Oh, there's Omni, and Omni is gone. Holy, 8 passive, 85 minion cluster. Making like profit mapping in here.
Is bliss.
Oh, there's feared. Okay, let's see. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, I died. Okay. Cortex is half. Saros took some damage. Okay, okay. The HE did not die. So I would have to check the... Can we see where it died from? I think I died. Yeah, yeah. Over like left side, right?
Arts through agony.
Means to an end.
Pain is purpose.
Die.
May not
Everlasting
have but a
fire.
moment's respite.
Okay, I think all are dead.
Be silent.
Feel the thrill of
The void. Die.
Wee, Monka. I mean, it worked out not too bad, I think. Just got one shot a little bit at the start. So, Mercbot. Yeah, map complete. So that was 100% Delhi, 2 meters, possessed, feared, with monster charge steal, blind on hit, endurance charge on hit, and something else, probably. That's not too bad. Spectre survived, AG survived. Got a cool avatar.
We've made a trade.
Not too bad. Would you ever take this chart to white maps? No, not in this setup. For white webs, you definitely want to build it differently. GMP is pretty useless, doesn't do anything.
Sweet suffering.
Maybe still people like overpay for it a little bit, but pretty sure it does nothing.
Such sweet suffering.
Can I not have but a
Easy.
moment's respite?
I have no idea, sir. How is the Merc farming profits, Mr. Vogel? Are you printing with the new buffs?
Oh, this is bliss.
Even so far, get any like GG hits or nothing insane yet? Okay, Nessus for 8 is not bad. Yeah, a few people have always said like Beach should also be pretty good. A lot of people have said you see it from the start. Yeah, Misa is like also. I think there's probably a bunch of maps that are working fine.
Flesh and blood.
I tried the League mech yet, only a little bit. I unlocked the crafting mechanic. I did like 5 voyages or whatever. I mean, not too big into it. I don't know. If you're only farming mercs, then you should just run white. But depends on what else you're farming, if you're choosing or not. Roughly 3%, Bob. Around that. You should need around 35 sims from 99 to 100. If you'd never die. Make sure you use the Omen. The XP loss Omen if you want to make it a little bit faster and if you fuck up or something. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was very enjoyable, I think, with both, with Combatant and with Manishot. Both were very comfy in Sims.
Art through agony.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Pain is purpose.
Stop it with the twisters.
Flesh and blood. Such sweet suffering.
Nice, good luck, good luck. Basically what I have at the moment is, I think, like pretty much GG in terms of links. Maybe the multi-strike is a bit flexible, but the other 4 are
Pure
pretty set in stone. Yeah, Combatant is just better in Delph. Yes. Give a work with chain, yes it does.
This is bliss.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. But I think most, like Ben and me, are both recommending
Pain is
that you go like chain as most important link. I think it's just for general gameplay you kind of need chain. But I don't know how reflected that is on the market yet.
Sweet suffering. Art through agony.
Is Mursak not a minus damage link or am I stupid? I don't think it's negative, but it's not crazy. So yeah. It's like 41.2. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like okay-ish. I'm not sure. Maybe it's bad. Who the fuck knows? Everything was crafted on stream adept. I will try to make commands later on to link to the VODs in the last few streams where I crafted off the stuff. I'm not gonna make videos for every single item, but just so you can easier find it. Not really, Boobao. It's very hard to do it with all of the config. I have like a shit ton of config on mine here. There's like all of the buff stuff and roughly what he's getting from me. And even then it says like what, 74 mil. And that's not correct. The Merc with return has like around 200, I think. Like 150 to 200. I mean, preferably you would recomp all 3 seeded. I think cheapest is recomping. But with my setup, it's a 1 in 3 to hit T2 plus, and T2 is enough to cap Chaos Res. That's 60 on average. Yeah, to be honest, just if you actually profit crafting this shit, then buy like, I don't know, like a full tab of Vermilions, alt spam all of them, look for those 3 mods, and then just slam into the recomp. 1+1 and then do 2+2, so whatever you hit. Because I think, I'm not sure what has lower weight recomp or chaos. You can double up on, you can not double up on any of the rare mods, so you have like not too bad all chances as well. Yeah, probably recomp is by far the like cheapest way to get it. Yeah, in fixtures, but it takes a lot of time to do. And for now, I'll maybe in a few days, if I have like, if I'm done with the 6K, then maybe I'll do like videos for it. But for now, I think the command should be hopefully enough. Like there's 1K recoup, 500, T1 chaos, 250. Yeah, then you would double recoup for sure, and you just make you would just double recoup for sure and just recomp then 1+1. Do recomp, do like double light raiders, sorry, not recoup. Do light raiders plus recoup, light raiders plus chaos res, and then do 2+2. What's the crafting command? It doesn't exist yet.
Such sweet suffering.
Have bad news. Have to quit the league. Oh shit. Bad to hear. Would have loved to race you a bit more with you. Yeah, it was fun, I think I could have caught you maybe today or tomorrow. Done with all of the crafting now. Full blasting time now for me. But yeah, sorry to hear that, man. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. You were pretty fast. Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is bliss.
Did you do profit notes at the end or just straight up go down?
This is bliss.
DBS was bad. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I did not expect the build to turn out that good for delving. I think if you go back to like the day one VOD, a lot of people were asking about what's my delve plan. And I said, if I can do 2k even at all, even struggling towards 2k at the end, I will be very happy. And now like Giga Blasting still at 3k and the Merc survivability seems to be not an issue. So I'll just continue blasting, I think. Did Steven skip the league? No, Steven is playing. He is also on the ladder.